He's informed the necessary Bucks officials that he believes the time has come now for both of these sides.
Social media timelines caught fire after reports surfaced. Miami targets Ja Morant plus Giannis Antetokounmpo, yet refuses to include Bam Adebayo or Norman Powell in exchange deals whatsoever. Antetokounmpo likely predicted this exact scenario. How sure are you that you end this year in Milwaukee? Who knows, really? People are shocked and wondering how the Heat could possibly execute such a move. Let us analyze this. The dual chase. Miami has placed itself squarely in the middle of two distinct exchange discussions. The first concerns a two-time MVP. The second concerns a two-time All-Star guard. Both men have indicated they want to leave. The Heat organization is allegedly attempting to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo and Ja Morant while retaining Bam Adebayo and also Norman Powell. The star has logged 13 seasons in Wisconsin. He delivered the city its first title in 50 years during 2021. Today, he leads a squad 9 games below 500, trapped as the 12th seed within the East. The Bucks see no way forward. They cannot upgrade via free agency. They cannot execute trades that make this lineup a champion once more. Ernie, to put it plainly, he has communicated with the Bucks. He's informed the necessary Bucks officials that he believes the time has come now for both of these sides, him and the Bucks, to move on after 13 years. After he led this team, this organization, to its first championship in 50 years in 2021, Milwaukee attempted to fix the issues. They waived and extended Damian Lillard's deal. They also acquired Miles Turner. They offered the Greek Freak another chance to construct a winner. It flopped. The squad cannot win. Antetokounmpo refuses to waste a season. He refuses to sit idle. He desires to hunt for another ring. Now, Ja Morant also confronts a separate reality in Memphis. The Grizzlies have pivoted to a total reset. They dealt Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Utah Jazz, a decision that stunned everyone and indicated the franchise is stripping it clean. Morant stays, signed for 2 additional seasons following this year. The organization has full leverage. They can retain him, they can also move him. The decision lies with the team, not Ja.
Shaq, the Grizzlies are wide open for business on Ja Morant. There are multiple teams there with interest.
The guard has voiced a heavy desire for Miami or Minnesota, yet the Grizzlies ignore his personal list. Wants. The team will ship him wherever they receive maximum value. His dreams matter less than capital and future. Selections. Miami has joined both discussions. They view the Greek Freak as option 1. They view Ja as the secondary play. If they miss the former MVP, they turn to the athletic ball handler. However, rumors now suggest Miami targets both. Not one or the other. Both. The Heat model depends on holding Adebayo and Powell as true core assets. Bam earns $52 million next season. Norman scores 21.8 to 24 points every game. This season, he performs like a fringe star. The organization sees them as mandatory for instant winning with any incoming talent. Moving them ruins the goal. Thus, the front office needs another path. The rumored deals focus on expiring agreements and youth. For the Greek Freak, Miami floats Tyler Herro, Terry Rozier, Kel-El, where Nikola Jovic plus firsts. Years are 2029, 2030 swap, 2031. Certain deals expand to feature Jamie Jaquez Jr. or Simone Fontecchio for money-matching reasons. One fake proposal implies Miami might also get Thanasis, Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis in a bigger swap. Regarding Ja, the bid appears smaller. The team offers Rozier and Fontecchio's ending deals with few sweeteners added. The demand? The guard has been labeled surprisingly weak. His legal troubles and bad year have killed hype across the association. And that plays into Miami's favor because if no one else pays up, they grab him for nothing. But can they truly land both without trading Bam or Norman? Let's look closer. The Giannis chase. Giannis Antetokounmpo stands as the most desired asset in the league today. Every winner desires him. Every tanking squad really desires the haul he would return. Milwaukee controls the board since the Greek Freak still has a full year and a half left on his sole deal. This guarantees 2 postseason trips for whoever gets him. This creates power for the Bucks.
A lot of teams are holding off on their trade moves to see what happens with you, Giannis. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, can't control that. I can't control what other teams do, man. I just try to focus on my job, which is go out there, compete, and try to win games.
The whole association anticipates Milwaukee's choice. Franchises have frozen their own discussions. They just need to see if the freak becomes tradable. They need to know the cost. They want to ready themselves to strike if the big piece drops.
How confident are you you'll finish the season with the Bucks?
I don't know. I take it day by day.
These short phrases hold heavy meaning. I am unsure. He cannot state he will end the year in Wisconsin. He cannot promise anything. The doubt infects every talk, every deal, every choice occurring around the sport. The Bucks have tightened their aim to talks with the Heat in Minnesota. Vegas keeps boosting Miami's betting odds to acquire him today. The Heat stand revealed as bona fide challengers for the dual MVP. While doubts linger regarding if their bundle can top opposing bids, Giannis allegedly sees South Beach as his desired career endpoint among suitors. That location calls to him. The massive market pull attracts him. The winning history attracts him. The Heat ethos carries a heavy mystique. Athletes touching down in Florida get worked. They get improved. They get shots at glory. Giannis gets it. He needs it. Yet, desiring outcomes does not guarantee they occur. Wisconsin requires deep draft assets. Sources suggest the Bucks just sent counter proposals to Riley, stressing the want for extra selections. The Heat's bundle features raw talent, yet the Bucks need destiny. They require unblocked first-round draft picks in year 2030 and 2032. They seek swaps in 2026, 2029, 2031. Build smart, not hoarding bodies.
Minnesota's offer, they have to kind of put it together. Okay. Miami has an offer that they could take. I think Golden State's offer is better because the unprotected picks post-Steph I value more.
The Bay stands as the central adversary. The Dubs can tender unguarded choices from the post-Steph Curry days. These assets hold higher worth since San Francisco expects to slide when Curry departs. Miami's spots stem from an organization that intends to stay dangerous. Dangerous squads draft low. Low slots bear minimal weight. ESPN. Pundits state that Miami's bid may not be the deepest in skill, yet might prevail if Giannis presses hard for. Dade County. Superstar leverage counts in these scenarios. Wisconsin can request the top bundle accessible, yet they also must weigh where Giannis plans to land. If he declines to pledge long-term to a location, such location's bid drops worth. Clubs need assurances. They need to verify the icon they obtain will ink an agreement. The schedule applies stress on all fronts. Brian Windhorst spelled out the risks plainly. Midnight acts as the informal cutoff prior the formal cutoff. Intricate deals demand hours. Counsel must assess. Paperwork. Payroll balancing must fit inside the CBA. Third squads might have to get included. All of this eats time. If Wisconsin does not hold a structure in hand by 12, the swap surely holds until July. The Heat is scouting third or fourth club participation to enhance their proposal. More sides bring more flexibility. Miami might move pieces via middlemen to obtain extra choices. They might divert agreements to force incomes. Fit. They might engineer concepts that grant Wisconsin what it needs, sans Miami giving up what it declines. To drop. Recent web conversations spotlight real-time hype, including spotting of Giannis at Miami International Airport, and talk of a three-way pact approaching completion. Gossip moves quick during trade deadline week. Not all of it proves fact, yet the amount of noise implies something solid lives beneath the conjectures. Some writers propose the Deer have told the Heat they are not in the prize fight, turning Miami's gaze outward. Conflicting data streams endlessly. One voice claims Miami rules. Another claims Miami got discarded. The fact surely rests somewhere in middle. Wisconsin holds several clubs involved to jack up the cost. This bargaining method breeds disorder by intent. CBS Sports claims Miami is the perfect match, edging out New York's veteran-heavy suggestions. Knicks have sent bids. The Warriors have sent bids. The Timberwolves have sent bids. Each bundle bears separate pros and cons. Miami's power sits in the mix of fresh skill and Heat ethos. Their failing sits in the scant draft assets accessible. Giannis himself talked about his dilemma in ways that left the gate fully ajar. He claimed he needs to be a Milwaukee Buck until he finishes and wins a championship here. He likes to stick, yet only if sticking brings victory. If Wisconsin cannot supply championships, Giannis will walk. The Deer cannot supply championships with this lineup. Therefore, Giannis will walk. The reason tracks simply this. Reading cuts past the political phrasing. Giannis wants out. He merely needs the business to trigger the divorce so history recalls him as faithful. He gave Wisconsin everything. He supplied a ring. Now the administration must free him to chase more. The Morant alternative. Ja Morant acts as Miami's safety valve. Yet dubbing him a safety underestimates the probable effect. The dual-time all-star guard packs electric. Movement, highlight reel scores, and creating talent that few ballers in the association can rival. His trade stock has plummeted. His off-court dramas have pushed clubs back. His bad campaign has birthed dark doubts regarding his path. All of this breeds openings for the Heat. The Grizzlies have ripped down their lineup. They shipped Jaren Jackson Jr. to Utah in a trade that indicated total surrender. Memphis no longer looks to win now. They stack up assets. They structure themselves for tomorrow. Morant does not suit that schedule. He wastes in his prime. He looks to battle. He seeks silverware. Memphis seeks draft capital. The Grizzlies are not prone to dealing with Ja Morant to ship him to his chosen landing. They will move him wherever they see the most value. His wishes for Miami or Minnesota signify zero to the brass upstairs. This plays in conflict to how some clubs manage star demands. The Grizzlies value riches over satisfaction. Miami has proved intrigued by Morant for months, seeing the Heat's system as a clean slate for him despite his off-court dramas. Heat culture has revived careers before. It has grabbed gifted characters with baggage attached and molded them into professionals. The franchise thinks they can do the same with Morant. They spot greatness. They spot ceiling. They spot a talent who requires the proper ecosystem to shine. Yet, Miami is reluctant to lose any substantial pieces like young talent or first-round selections, hunting for a bargain deal akin to the Trae Young swap. The Heat needs Morant. Cheap. They view his sunken trade stock as advantage. They trust Memphis will ultimately take a smaller bundle, since no one else bids high. The salary picture muddies waters. Morant cannot push his exit out like an expiring talent could. He has 2 seasons lingering. Memphis grips control. They can hold him through the deadline and reopen deals in the summer. They can stall for a rich bid. They can request more than Miami presently tenders. The market on Morant is reported as stunningly cold. His external life troubles have wrecked his standing. His erratic game this year has sparked efficiency doubts. Squads ask if they buy the All-Star edition of Morant or the version that stumbles. That skepticism lowers prices around the league. Prospective bundles from the Heat focus on maturing deals like Rozier and Fontecchio with slight draft equity. Miami does not wish to wreck their future for Morant. They see him as a discount acquisition. If they overspend, they drop the edge that this crashed market supplies. The whole draw lies in getting him cheap. If the Antetokounmpo chats crumble, Miami could swerve directly to Morant, possibly even chasing a dual procurement without trading Bam Adebayo or Norman Powell. This symbolizes the dream outcome. Miami lands both superstars. Miami holds their base together. Miami arises from the deadline as the most upgraded squad in the Eastern Conference. The Jaren Jackson Jr. move cleared new opportunities for Memphis. The Grizzlies can now eat dead money from rival clubs in return for value. That elasticity shifts the Morant dynamic. Memphis could grab on toxic contracts if squads append picks. That sparks new swap concepts that did not live before the Jackson trade. Bolsters Miami's chase with rumors of internal debates and Morant's team pressing for South Beach. Social feeds flood with theories during deadline week. Experts leak clues. Aggregators boost gossip. The noise of Morant to Miami chat implies legitimate dialogue lives. Beneath the surface, some doubt remains with ESPN, stating, "A Heat chase is very doubtful due to cap room. Goals for 2028. Miami has fiscal obligations past this deadline. They look toward future cap room. Taking Morant's money could jeopardize those aims. The Heat must weigh instant upgrades against future. Versatility. Rumors suggest Morant acquired a home in Miami. Fans grabbed on this tidbit as proof of insemination. Incoming swap. Athletes buy housing in many towns. Real estate purchases do not promise moves. Yet the timing hit analysts as curious. Why buy in Miami just prior to the deadline? The Grizzlies hold leverage despite Morant's obvious inclinations. They own his paperwork, they own the calendar, they can sit. Memphis feels no burden to move now. If they hate present bids, they hold Morant and recheck the field in the summer, when more clubs can get involved. Miami treads a thin path. They desire Morant but decline to splurge. They see him as the secondary award if Giannis falls flat. They trust his street value will stay down. They trust Memphis will ultimately surrender. Whether that faith proves valid decides whether Morant dons a Heat jersey this season, the fiscal acrobatics. Getting two superstars without moving two all-star grade talents demands ingenuity that shoves against the limits of NBA salary cap laws. The Heat have built a blueprint that banks on ending agreements, young pieces, and multi-team participation. The numbers must fit. The CBA must permit it. The rival clubs must take the bundles. All of these parts must mesh flawlessly for Miami's dream to become a reality. The Heat's plan rests on keeping Adebayo at $52 million next year and Powell posting 22 and 24 points a night and viewed as a fringe all-star. Miami sees these two as vital. Adebayo supplies elite defense, plus orchestration from that pivot spot. Powell brings bucket-getting plus seasoned composure. Pairing alongside Giannis and Morant, they construct a unit ready for battling for titles right now. The architecture entails multiple major agreements. Terry Rozier holds a dying pact capable of matching money plus swaps. Andrew Wiggins holds a $30.2 million option Miami controls in this case. Simone Fontecchio brings extra, cap-filling utility. Those ending deals turn into main swap assets since they give acquiring clubs fiscal freedom. A theoretical structure for Giannis involves Herro, Ware, Rozier, Jaquez, Jovic, 2 firsts, plus 3 swaps. This bundle drains Miami of almost all rookie skill plus future pick capital. Herro stands as the largest chip. That 2-time sixth-man winner candidate carries buckets plus distribution. Ware displays upside as a rookie center. Jaquez brings flexible edge work. Jovic supplies ball handling size.
But the Miami offer, which has young players and a couple of draft picks in it, they could take that offer, and especially if Giannis wants to do it. But it really comes down to why would they trade him if they don't have to trade him?
That query strikes at the core of these talks. Milwaukee owns power. They do not have to. Move Giannis before the deadline. They can hold until summer when more squads can join. They can ask greater returns. Miami has to persuade the Bucks that its bundle signifies the finest possible choice today. The offer might possibly include Giannis Antetokounmpo for money matching, creating a roster of Davion Mitchell and Powell, Wiggins, Giannis, plus Adebayo. That opening group offers intriguing versatility. Giannis and Adebayo collectively form a massive front line defensively. Powell supplies outside shooting. Mitchell brings floor general skills. Wiggins adds flank defense plus sporadic scoring. Regarding the Morant deal, Miami's bid stays considerably smaller. Possible bundles focus on Rozier and Fontecchio's endings with little pick assets. The Heat gamble that Memphis takes less since no one else offers more. They leverage Morant's low trade stock. They seize on the Grizzlies' urgency to pile chips during their reconstruction. Multi-club participation might move Wiggins for extra selections to strengthen the Giannis bundle, dodging the tax bill while plugging team holes via buyouts or free signings. Third and fourth squads build opportunities that two-way swaps cannot. A club with space, room could eat money in return for a choice. A squad wanting certain guys could swap later chips for present ones. The permutations increase with every added partner. The aggregated wages next year might hit $155.2 million. That beats tax lines. Miami faces heavy fines. The repeater fee multiplies dues for clubs that cross limits in back-to-back seasons. Boss Mickey Arison must clear huge spending. The cash promise stretches past this year into several future years. The pluses here seem clear, forming a top core with Giannis averaging 28.0 points per contest plus 10 boards per night. Morant as a dynamic guard, Adebayo defensively, and Powell scoring effectively creates a bona fide title threat. The East stays open. No squad has emerged as the clear favorite. Heat squad with this unit instantly joins the ring discussion. The downsides generate major worries. Tax stress, erasing depth, and later chips leave Miami exposed. If health fails, the Heat hold no backup plan. If the unit does not click, Miami has dealt away the parts required to shift. If Giannis or Morant bolt in, free agency, the Heat got zero in exchange for their drained pick assets. Pat Riley has managed these spots previously. He has built super squad lineups. He has shoved money limits. He has grabbed risks that rival bosses dodge. His history grants Miami trust when chasing bold plays, rival clubs. No Riley will locate paths to make swaps function. The squad building after trades poses tests past the opening. 5. Miami would plug team holes via buyouts or free signees like Myron Gardner. Minimum wage guys plus. Old heads hunting jewelry usually surface past the buzzer. Clubs above the tax must trust this group to plug team gaps. The talent differs. Some buyout guys help, others vanish in the postseason. The money acrobatics needed to execute both swaps at once. Stretch belief for many watchers. Some voice doubt, dubbing it impossible or yearly Heat noise. Miami sparks swap gossip every deadline. Not all of them happen. The space between talk and action stays huge. Others view it as possible, knowing Riley's past. The Heat have executed wild deals prior. They delivered LeBron James and Chris Bosh down to Miami. They located paths around tax limits that rival clubs deemed impossible. Betting against Pat, Riley's track record shows flaws. The hurdles and backups, several walls exist between Miami and their double-target dreams. Rivalry from external organizations threatens to eclipse the Heat for Giannis. Memphis's hard-headedness regarding Ja could drag discussions beyond the buzzer. Monetary restrictions handcuff Miami's agility. Enemy. Management plots to stifle moves that might bolster a conference adversary.
Bobby, if the Warriors and Milwaukee Bucks are to strike a deal here, would Draymond Green need to be in it?
He would, unless you're going to include Jimmy Butler here. And it's really as complex as the CBA is. It's simple math here. When you're looking at Draymond, who makes close to 26, remember this is a second-apron team. They cannot take back more money in a deal here.
Golden State embodies the biggest adversary for Giannis. The Warriors might tender Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses, Moody, plus 4 first-round selections in 26, 28, 30, and 32. Those naked picks hold substantial merit since Golden State expects to plummet in the post-Curry age. Milwaukee could obtain chips that might become top lottery choices.
And I said, well, how would you feel if you're still here on Thursday? And he goes, God's plan, God's plan.
All right, so Draymond Green ready to accept whatever happens. Jonathan Kuminga hoping to see some action
he'll walk
here.
to Milwaukee.
The Warriors have made their objectives known. They need Giannis. They plan forfeiting active talent plus future pieces to secure him. Steph Curry's championship portal stays ajar for maybe 2 extra seasons. Golden State seeks to optimize that timeline by netting a second heavyweight capable of commanding floors. The Timberwolves have also joined the Giannis chase fray. Minnesota could float bundles focused on fresh talent plus picks. Anthony Edwards stays off limits, yet supporting actors might walk. The Wolves hope to link Giannis with Edwards, forging a potent two-man engine for seasons to come. Miami's Eastern Conference position delivers both opportunities and drawbacks. The road to the title looks smoother through the East. Cleveland, Boston, plus New York provide tests, yet not impossible hurdles. Still, the Heat must battle against Western Conference bundles that could seem more appealing from a raw value standpoint. The Knicks have floated veteran-laden offers for Giannis. New York controls capital plus picks. They own fresh talent plus seasoned contracts. The Madison Square Garden. Lights call to stars chasing immense stardom. New York might surface as a sleeper threat in discussions if Miami's offer fails to convince Milwaukee. The deadline stress escalates with every ticking hour. Intricate swaps demand thorough groundwork. Lawyers must check legal verbiage. Medical files must travel between clubs. Salary figures must fit CBA stipulations. The operational headaches compound when 3 or 4 clubs engage in a specific operation. Giannis has not officially requested a move. He has signaled his willingness to walk away. He has suggested that the moment has arrived, yet he has not pushed the type of mandate that twists a club's arm. Milwaukee can stall. Milwaukee can hold for summer. Milwaukee can squeeze utmost profit by prolonging conversations. If dual marks fall through, Miami might shift to minor tweaks or hold firm. The Heat crafted adaptability last off season with Powell's signing. They can keep this squad and battle in a soft Eastern Conference. They can effect subtle upgrades at the buzzer without chasing heavyweights. The safety net misses fireworks yet supplies stability. The Heat's ethos and capacity to revitalize stars like Morant make them attractive. Ballers understand what Miami brings. The franchise tests players physically. It compels responsibility. It builds atmospheres where gifted professionals reach their ceiling. That standing pulls stars who need to fight rather than relax. Cap physics and enemy offers might wreck Miami's aims. The CBA erects stiff barriers that innovation cannot bypass. Second-apron squads battle harsh constraints. Salary pairing obligations curb mobility. Clubs cannot merely wish a trade to manifest. The numbers must jibe. The laws must permit it. The tactical terrain moves violently during deadline week. New intel surfaces hourly. The bundle bids shift. Clubs reevaluate their standpoints. What feels solid at noon crumbles by supper. What looks hopeless in the morning occurs by midnight. Brian Windhorst plus Shams Charania spotlight Miami's spot among contenders for Giannis. Yet the double play is viewed as a Hail Mary, potentially earth-shattering if finalized. The drive alone warrants respect. Rare organizations would even try to bag 2 heavyweights while keeping their current heart. Miami's readiness to chase the improbable mirrors the franchise's self-view as a premier hub capable of constructing championship lineups through pure strength of grit. The coming few days will decide if the Heat's hunger turns into truth. Either Miami executes one of the most shocking deadline swipes in NBA Chronicles, or they revert to their present lineup and prep for the summer. The void between those endings signifies the instability is what makes the deadline intense. Just picture this. If Miami somehow grabs Giannis and Ja Morant while retaining Bam Adebayo, does that immediately destroy the league's competitive edge? Drop your honest analysis down in the comment box. To catch similar breakdowns, tap on that specific card displayed on your monitor.